Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. It appears another situation has struck Arknights Endfield. It appears that there has been another big mishap at the Hypergryph headquarters over in wherever the f they're developing this game, because it just so turns out that, well, they f***ed up again. And this is how bad the up is. As you're all probably aware, a new unit just released in Arknights Endfield, right? You're gonna see good old Tangtang over here. And in Hypergryph's attempts to hype up this character's release, they actually released a bit of an EP regarding the unit. It just so turns out, though, that this EP was so bad and just so terrible that they deleted it off all platforms. And so the only way to actually view it right now is to see a re-upload of that EP. And if you're just like curious as to what it actually sounds like, I'll play a piece of it for you. Yeah, let's just hear what it sounds like. No point in no point in showing the visuals. We'll just show the number of angry Chinese players there are in here. Yeah, they installed a VPN. They installed a VPN. Just to comment. That's trash, right? It's fucking garbage. Let me just play you like an actual good Chinese rap song for a second to cleanse your palate before we get into the rest of it. Yeah, that's like way better, right? Yeah, we all know that shit is way better. So basically, the Chinese player base was pissed the fuck off by how absolutely garbage that was. Well, this was the reaction on the actual official live stream for it. Yes, on Bilibili, when a new video premieres, they actually show like the live stream chat for the video at the very top. And so what you see is like a bunch of people just typing question marks. They're just typing a bunch of question marks because the song is so bad. Do you see why this video was deleted? Do you see why Hypergryph scrubbed it from the official Arknights Endfield YouTube page? Because you just go over here and it ain't there no more. It ain't there no more. It was there. And the proof that it was there, guys, is this is Fobmaster reacting to it yesterday. Arknights Endfield EP, Tangtang, Chingbo, Oh My Life. Arknights Endfield at the bottom. Yeah, he was reacting to it yesterday. This is clearly a situation that's a little bit wild. But it turns out there's actually more to the story, guys. First things first, let's actually just go ahead and read the announcement from Hypergryph over here. Dear administrators, we have received feedback regarding the quality of Operator Tangtang character EP not meeting expectations. This is translated from Chinese. To provide content that better matches the character design and administrators' expectations, we have removed the EP for adjustments and will be remade. It will be released separately upon completion. Thank you for understanding and support. Guys, this shit is embarrassing. I'm sorry. People could not stop talking about like how much money this company was making. They kept talking about this 157 like RMB number, like it was like something. And what's abundantly clear is that these guys have no fucking clue what they're doing when it comes to this game. Because I don't even know how you do this on your 1.1 update when the game is at one of the lowest troughs it's ever been. Like, if people think this game is garbage. Straight up. Like, just across the world, people are critiquing it, people are dropping it. Like, why don't you just go, like... Even people like Asmongold are just straight up saying they're done with this fucking shit. Listen to this.
The update's Arknights Endfield too? I didn't see that at all. For me right now, like, I think I'm just gonna go back to playing Wuthering Waves full time. Like, I don't really see myself playing, you know, Arknights too much. This is your first time? Or...
Yeah, no, he just dropped the game too. Yeah, nobody wants to play this shit no more because it's a trash game. And 1.1 did nothing to fix it, and it needs a gigantic fucking relaunch by version 1.2 to salvage whatever the fuck is left after they just bombed the 1.0 update, and they bombed the 1.1 update. This is what happens when somebody recognizes quality. They recognize when there's no quality in a game, and so they decide to drop it until the quality's back. I'm playing the game still to just talk about how bad it is at this point, and hopefully hang on for the sole hope that they will actually focus up and relaunch the game by 1.2. And if they don't, there's gonna be no reason to cover it anymore because this shit's gonna be dead. We all know this shit's gonna be dead. And it's clear that the devs focusing on the game have no idea what the fuck they're doing when it comes to, I don't know, the quality of life, all of that. And it appears that the marketing team also has no fucking idea what they're doing as well because they released this dog shit EP. Of course, you'll still have the most toxic positive creators in the space saying shit like this. Wait, I just watched this and thought it was good. Why did Endfield straight remove an entire EP? Why? Why do you think they removed it, Renee? Hey, yo, somebody check his hearing. Hey, yo, hey, hey, now he knows what to focus on at his next fucking doctor's appointment. You can clearly see that this situation is wild. And thankfully, we've got ourselves some very, very, very dedicated individuals on the Endfield Reddit, likely from China, that are still pissed because, remember, they installed a fucking VPN just to comment on this shit on YouTube, bro. Again, like, I gotta translate every comment to English. This singer seems like the kind of person who, when I was in 2nd grade, would suddenly drop a bombshell while I was eating Kung Pao chicken spaghetti at a spaghetti shop near my house, and I felt like Ace had died. I don't even know what that means, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But that's the type of shit that they're commenting everywhere. It's only top 10 rappers that Eminem doesn't dare to... Alright, that's like the one English comment we were able to see over here, right? People are pissed. And so, we've got a bit of a timeline. And we've also got some additional comments from CN themselves regarding the issue. So why don't we go ahead and explore this journey together and just see how fucking badly Hypergryph fucked up. Because there's already a narrative spreading across the player base that it's actually the singer's fault, right? The problems with the singer, blah, blah, blah. She ruined the project, blah, blah, blah. Why do you think that narrative is spreading? Because this community is trash, bro. It's fucking trash, and they're looking for any fucking excuse to excuse these developers who just fuck up all the time, can't do anything right, and defend them. Even though they're getting dog shit in return in-game, they're getting dog shit treatment everywhere else, it's all to just defend the company. But the truth is here, so why don't we go ahead and actually explore this? In less than half a day, the Tangtang EP incident around Arknights Endfield went through a full online narrative reversal. Remember, it started off with people hating the singer, and now people like the singer and hate Hypergryph. That's the truth of the circumstance. Below is a concise timeline. It's an AI-assisted translation of a CN community post and then manually reviewed. So that's what's going on over here. If you want to check out the CN community post, well, great. Yeah, I don't even feel safe. I don't feel safe clicking links on there. So you're just gonna have to. Hey, you can go check that shit out yourself if that looks safe to you. Anyways. Timeline. At 10:50, I assume like CN time somewhere, Tangtang's EP was released on YouTube with the comments disabled. Don't know why. Maybe they knew it was shit. Maybe they knew it was bad. That makes sense if they knew it was bad. Then the EP is uploaded to Billy, which we all know is CN's equivalent on YouTube. Shortly after release, players criticize the EP heavily, say the composition and lyrics are poor, and the song is unpleasant to listen to. Remember, these are all a bunch of people spamming the question mark as they like. Let's actually look at the start, right? People actually like hyped for this at first, right? Don't look too bad. I want to see when the question marks start popping up. Actually, I want to see when the question marks start coming in. No, not yet, not yet. There's still positive comments. I assume they are. There's one over there. All right, get ready. Get ready. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Players also point out that the characters' EPs are part of the game's content ecosystem, something players indirectly pay for. So releasing something low quality reflects poorly on both the character and the game. I feel very gratified after hearing that. I've been playing Arknights since 2019, ever since Hypergryph was just a small studio. This is someone from CN. 5,000 updates on this one, by the way. So yeah, a lot of people agree with this take, apparently. This is the first time I felt that a company I've watched grow successfully, or that I've watched grow, has successfully matured into a medium-sized enterprise that needs internal anti-corruption measures. Basically, they're saying they need, like, an auditor or somebody behind the scenes to see where the money's getting spent and where it's going, because they think that somebody's, like, money laundering or embezzling money from the corporation. That's how many people agree with it, too. And apparently it was posted 38 minutes ago. And, like, that's... So, naturally, right? Attention starts shifting to the singer, Zhonghen Katie. And this is where this narrative, right, that it's like the singer's fault, everything's wrong with the singer, blah, 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 it's all on her. Hey, guys, who published the song? Hey guys, who published the song? Endfield. Somebody edited the song, right? Somebody put together the song, right? And then they uploaded the song, they approved it, right? That's Hypergryph. And so Hypergryph obviously knew the song was shit, but then still decided to upload it. And they unpublished it. Okay. So we've got a bit of a Hypergryph defender over here. Naturally, like I said before, these individuals are going to pop up all the time. Does unpublishing it suddenly make publishing a piece of trash okay? I don't think you went to school. I don't think you went to college. But just imagine that for your final paper for a class, you turn in a piece of shit, literally. Like, you shit on the piece of paper, it's a poo stain, and you turn that in. And then you go to your professor later and you say, wait, actually, that wasn't the... Can I take it back? And can I take it back and turn it... I'll get you a new one later. Is that something that would work? Like I said before, you're probably not going to understand that because I think you dropped out of school in, like, kindergarten. And you never actually had to turn in anything before. Yeah, I don't think this guy's typing anymore. All right, I'll see you in a week then, buddy. Anyways... First impressions matter. And what you decide to put out means that's something that your team approved. That's something that your, whatever, somebody at Hypergryph fucking approved, and they approved a song that was buns. They approved a song that was bad. And the reception of it was bad. And you gotta wonder, why is it so bad in the first place? And so that's why there's a lot of people, right, that start targeting the singer. So let's go ahead, let's see how the rest of the story unfolds. The Endfield team then posted a statement via a small or alt Billy account, ladies and gentlemen. They didn't even post it on main. They posted it on an alternative account. So clearly, right, that's the same apology that we looked at before at the start. They were too ashamed of this and too ashamed of how bad it was to post it on main. They're in the thick of it, everybody knows. At least KSI took accountability for his song being some fucking cheeks. These guys won't even post on main to announce that the song was fucking bad and that the song was going to be taken down, bro. Are you surprised, though, that this is what Hypergryph did? Probably not, right? Probably not. This sounds like something right up Hypergryph's alley. You want to know what else Hypergryph still hasn't really formally addressed yet? Yeah, it's version 1.1, guys. Y'all ready for this? Payment method under maintenance. Bro, it's been 2 months. What do you mean it's still under maintenance? Bro, it's been under maintenance since January 22nd of this year. It is currently March 12th, and it is still under maintenance. What the fuck are you even talking about, you dipshits? Bro, how do you even do this? Gracias. Gracias, fool. How do you still even do that, bro? But of course, right? Now that you know that this is the company that won't even post on main to address shit like this, it's not particularly surprising, knowing the history with PayPal. We all know. This is like basically, I think you might as well refer to Hypergryph as like one of those black companies, right? It's a popular term that they use in CN, like the black company, right? Where they go ahead and they do all this shady shit behind the scenes and they never like take responsibility and they like mistreat their, like all that shit, right? That's, I think, the new reputation that they're building up. It's pretty goddamn clear. They said the EP failed, whatever. We've already seen the tweet at the start, blah, 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 right? Now, players then start investigating the singer. And that's where this narrative comes from, right? That's where this narrative comes from over here, that there's something wrong with the singer. It's all her fault. But if the song was sung badly, isn't it Hypergryph's fault for fucking publishing it, producing it, doing all that shit, instead of, I don't know, if the singing wasn't that great, then they could just get a new one, redo it. You're allowed to redo it before it gets released. They could have just changed it, but they were like, fuck it. Let's release something bad, bro. It's just question marks. Every message is a question mark. Players then start digging into the singer Katie's background, and they discover she's mainly active in apparently like a low-tier rap scene, past controversies and internet memes linked to like her tattoos, lyrics like fragrant yoga pants, and gender conflict jokes. I don't know what fragrant yoga pants is supposed to mean, but I feel like that's crazy. Some people said that she was like a feminist. This doesn't seem like a feminist lyric to me. I'm gonna be real over here. That's just like... that's just kind of... I'm not even gonna comment on that. These elements clash heavily with the image people associate with Endfield. Anime style, post-apocalyptic, industrial sci-fi, blah, 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 right? And so they think it's like this culture clash thing. And that's the early narrative that people have ran with, right? That's the very, very, very early one. It's very clear. Katie then posts a normal song on Douyin, which is like China's TikTok. It's unrelated to Endfield. And then players start commenting there because I don't think she's even aware, right, that the EP got taken down. She initially seems confused and then says she doesn't really care since she already got paid, which is kind of base, to be honest. And some players start mocking the response, and memes like fragrant yoga pants and already got paid start spreading. And the most notable thing there when it comes to Katie is that she really had nothing to do with anime games or anime style games before, right? It was just kind of makes you question why Hypergryph decided to reach out to her in the first place, considering that she has no history at all, and this is supposed to be like their featured banner release. You would imagine, oh, shouldn't Hypergryph have gotten somebody that has experience in the anime game industry, that sort of stuff, so they kind of like know how to, you know, work on these types of projects? Because are you starting to see now how this is not the singer at all, and this is just the incompetency of Hypergryph? Those are more expensive. Yeah. Yeah, they are. So clearly, it looks like they went for one of the cheapest options possible for some reason. They probably so that they could sponsor even more streamers for 1.1 that will quit the game in like an hour. Yeah, probably because they need to spend more money on ads and sponsors than, I don't know, actually making a good fucking EP. So they just found like a random singer that legitimately has no experience in the genre, no experience in the industry, because they were more affordable. And don't worry, we'll see the glue for that later. Remember when Hypergryph was spamming AI-generated art for their event? Yeah, right? The one where that Chen had 17 fingers and Ardelia's hand was backwards? Oh, right, yeah. Who would be surprised that they're trying to cut corners again? Oh, wait. Right. PayPal doesn't work. I forgot about that one. I didn't, though. No, I'm going to remember that forever. Now the discussion starts escalating. Discussion grows while Hypergryph remains silent, and since the company doesn't respond, the singer starts getting attacked more. Hypergryph probably saw what was going on, and they were like, oh, you know what? We could just let Katie take all the heat for this one. Yeah, we could just let Katie take all the heat for this. Remember what I said about the whole, like, black company thing? Right? They do a lot of shady shit behind the scenes. Kind of fuck over their employees. That sort of stuff. Yeah. Literally using this singer as a scapegoat. But wait until you see how much they paid her. So at 14:30, Katie then starts live streaming the singer. And she begins by just responding to the situation. She only performed the vocals. She was introduced to the project through a friend, word of mouth. She did not write the lyrics or compose the music. And during recording, the studio asked her to sing with a cute and lively voice, which she describes as basically forcing a cutesy voice. So A, is for a genre and an industry she's never done before, and then B, they ask her to just sing in a completely different style. So essentially, they force a different voice direction. And her other songs apparently sound a lot deeper, usually. So instead of getting somebody, right? Instead of getting somebody that actually, I don't know, does this sort of genre of singing. Oh, they know it's shit. Instead of getting somebody that normally sings in that pitch and octave, they hire somebody that has no experience doing that and just tell them, hey, can you do this? Isn't it funny how people have been blaming the singer? No, blame Hypergryph. They're bums. They're fucking bums. It's all their fault. And she just confirms it's all their fault. And now the silence from Hypergryph, right, also confirms that it's their fucking fault. Katie then announces afterwards that she's downloading Endfield and then jokes about cosplaying Tangtang. And then she just starts playing the fucking game on stream. The viewers watch a rapper with no connection to anime games try Endfield. And then comedy moments apparently happen. She points at the Endmen and then asks if they're Tangtang. Struggles with basic gameplay and skills. Can't find the shift key and even reads it as shit. This unintentionally becomes entertaining and changes how viewers perceive her. It's just, yeah, apparently she's like funny and sociable. Great. Good for a streamer. Her stream reaches 12K viewers. And she continues answering questions and addressing controversies about herself during the gameplay. And compared to the dev's silence, her openness apparently wins people over. She's just a normie, I guess, guys. She also jokes about this. Streaming a little longer will earn more than what I got paid for the EP. And estimates suggest her EP payment may have been under 4,000 RMB, or less than $550. So, interesting. So is the game running out of budget? Are the devs fucking poor? Are they not getting the return on investment that they need? Probably not, right? Probably not. Again, these are just estimates. I don't think this is confirmed. I don't even think she's contractually allowed to talk about the exact number, right? Remember what I said before about Hypergryph trying to cut corners so they could spend more money on ads and sponsored streamers? Bro, do you know how many sponsored streams there were for the release of 1.1 yesterday? Good God, there was a fuck ton. I think every person streaming the game when the patch released was sponsored. So you gotta save the money somewhere else, right? Especially when you know the game is a steaming pile of dog shit currently in the active update. Yep. And apparently, they only sponsored everybody for 1 hour. For 1 hour. And I think the funniest part of this sponsor is that, like, I'm sorry, I need to play back what certain streamers were told to say during their sponsored segment. This is the script that he's told to say during the sponsor segment.
All right, chat. We are sponsored by Arknights Endfield. Yes, sir. If you guys don't know, we got the brand new Tangtang update, and Arknights Endfield, if you somehow haven't tried the game yet, is a 3D real-time strategy RPG combining tactical combat and immersive world exploration. You can even build factories to automate resources and power up your team. A massive March 12th update is live with 2 new operators, but obviously Rosie isn't out yet. New area and strong enemies. Jump in now for over 20 free polls.
What you don't see is the Hypergryph agent off screen pointing a fucking pointing probably Tangtang's weapon at his head. They're forcing the sponsored streamers to say that there's 20 free polls? Where? Where are the polls? Are they talking about the 10 here? Great. That's 10. These ones don't expire. But are they talking about the expiring ones? There's 5 here. Where's the other 5? So is it the 5 expiring ones on this banner and then the 5 expiring on the Rossi banner? So they're telling people to advertise 20 polls. Quota shop. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, guys. Okay, those count as the free. Is everything in this shop free then? Okay, so everything here is free then. This all costs nothing. It's all free, right? That's what we're saying now then, right? If we're counting the ones in the fucking shop, then everything in this shop is free. So you actually never need to spend any resources because it's all free, right? Are you guys retarded? If you buy these, you can't buy any of this other shit. And if you're saying these are free, then everything here is free. Clearly. They're probably referencing, and I hope they are, otherwise these devs are stupid too, and the marketing team is actually disabled. They're probably counting 5 expiring on Tangtang's banner, and then the 5 expiring ones on the Rossi banner. So they're telling the people to advertise 20 free polls, but then 10 of them are expiring. Awesome. Wow, incredible. Well played. Awesome, guys. Awesome job, guys. Why do you think he was like, And guess what, bro? They even got this. Wow, rich rewards. Your Twitch drops will give you 150 out of the 500 you need for a fucking poll. Dude, just shit on the player's chest instead. They would probably like it more at this point. Are you serious? Is that even real? It surely can't be, right? You cannot actually be fucking serious here. This is legitimately a goddamn joke. You know it's a joke too. But when it comes from Hypergryph, who's surprised? Because they're fucking clowns at the office that are apparently underpaying people by this much and pushing out low quality products. So, within like an hour and 20 minutes after this whole reveal, right, that their Hypergryph is broke, her stream still holds around 10K, and the chat sentiment shifts from criticizing her to things like protect her, support Katie, she's actually kind of cute. And meanwhile, Hypergryph now becomes the main target of critique. And you can see it from the comments over here, right? I heard Katie told her fans that she only charged 4,000 yuan, and the budget for commercial songs of such a big company should not be so low. It's hard not to wonder if someone is greedy for rice. After listening to the EP, remember to disinfect your phone. That one's solid. It's alright. The music is now on par with the plot, which is a good thing. Yeah, we had somebody just shitting on the story as well, and that one's getting a lot of updates too. You can kind of see what's going on over here, right? That's one of the main reasons for why a comment like this is getting so many upvotes. Internal anti-corruption measures, bro. How does a game fuck up this bad? Still, where even like the sponsored streamers are like reading the script and they're like, okay, right? And then they're going ahead and then they're underpaying people and then they're releasing the shittiest EPs in gacha history all at the same time. Bro, I have never seen a game mismanaged this badly, and it's being mismanaged in China, it's being mismanaged in EN, it's being mismanaged in the fucking production studio. What is being done right? I think that's a better thing to look at. What is Endfield doing right versus what is it doing bad? Because it's easier to find the things that they're fucking up in this game rather than the things that they're doing well. And that's the truth behind the matter. And so, here's the outcome. In half of a day, the developer is still radio silent. So radio silent that we're getting an active fucking invasion via VPN from China in these fucking YouTube comment sections, bro. The singer interacted directly with players and streamed the game, and public sentiment has shifted significantly in her favor. But you're still gonna have stupid ass grifters, hyper grifters as they might say, still try to blame her. Oh, the reason why the song was bad is because the singer's bad. Great, you're being given all the reasons for why the singer wasn't that, well, good, because that was not the right person to be singing that fucking EP. Because it's not her genre, no experience in the genre, told to use a different voice, all because Hypergryph is fucking broke, bro. Because these guys are actually broke boys at the office. Because they're out here spending more money on advertisements than fixing the fucking game. And so nobody wants to spend money on this shit. And there's still that incredible lingering issue with trust because you fucked up PayPal on day one and it's still not fixed. Half the people that probably would want to spend money on this game just won't, because what the hell even is this? How is it still disabled? Bro, it's been almost 2 months. It's literally been 50 days since this shit. How is it still not working? How do you do this? Genuinely. How do you do this without being one of the most mismanaged companies on the planet? People still to this day try to say that PayPal didn't blacklist Hypergryph. Then what's the explanation? It's been 50 fucking days. What is the explanation other than them being blacklisted by one of the biggest payment providers in the world? Give me another explanation then. That's my headcanon. And it's probably the headcanon of 90% of the fucking population. The rest are just grifting idiots. What is the other explanation then? Let me know. So yeah, you can clearly see what's going on over here, right? In this strange turn of events, Hypergryph disappeared from the narrative while Katie unexpectedly won over the audience. And top comment summary. Many people now feel the singer was unfairly targeted, as you should, that is the default opinion to have now. She was simply hired to sing and had no involvement in writing the song. Instead of ignoring the community, she openly streamed the game, joked around it, interacted with viewers, even though the situation was not even her fault. And some argue Hypergryph should apologize both to players and to her for how the situation was handled. You think Hypergryph's gonna say sorry? No, these guys are allergic to the word sorry and the word apologize. They still haven't fucking properly addressed the PayPal issue. They still haven't given out compensation to the entire player base, even though you should, because you took down one of the biggest payment fucking platforms in the world, in your game. There are some people that can't even spend money without PayPal. But maybe that was a good thing, because I haven't even gone into, I've only talked about the management of this game. Bro, this patch is shit. Bro, everyone knows this patch is shit. This patch is one of the most garbage patches ever released in the history of gacha, bro. Asmongold quit it because this patch is so dog shit. Everyone's quitting because this patch is so dog shit. And let me go like find like the perfect, I think there's a perfect post over here just expressing how fucking bad this thing is. Oh, I might have lost it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Apparently, the patch only has like 60-something free-to-play polls too. Yeah, I forgot. And the poll number is so bad, guys, that these are now the public comments being made. Bro, I hate to say it, and I hate Saint too, but the guy was always right about Endfield. The hate toward him made people blind about how shitty Endfield is right now. Guys, there are more people that will just be my haters and then say the game is good, and they won't even actually play the fucking game. Because if you played the game, you would not be able to say it's good. You would not be able to say it's good if you actually played the game. And guess what I did, motherfucker? I played this game way too much for how bad it fucking is. But that's what we gotta do when gacha is actively being dragged back in time a decade by the shitty practices of this company. And the more we cover it, the less we let this shit slide. Hopefully, the better the space is going to be. Because it is without a doubt, this game's systems are so outdated, it looks like it should have released 10 fucking years ago. With expiring stamina, no pity carryover, like the shittiest marketing you've ever seen where they just like are saying shit like 20 polls and all of that. Oh my god. Absolute dog shit. Oh, and of course, right, everything in this game expires, including your fucking sanity. Imagine, your sanity expires in-game and also out-of-game as well. Because how the do you have any left when this is the shit that you're playing? But yeah, that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Another Endfield disaster. But of course, you probably saw this one coming too. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.